What's up YouTube? Today I'm going to be reviewing set number 75902, the mystery machine that was released back in the year 2015 and retailed for $30 surprisingly, which I think is a crazy good deal for the time. But if you wanted to get the set new nowadays, you're going to be looking anywhere from $300 to $400, maybe even more. Without further ado, let's take a look at this set. And so our first 2 out of 4 minifigures, we have Scooby-doo and Shaggy Rogers. Now these minifigures are not suited to this set. They come in about every single Scooby-Doo set from the line and even the Dimension set. Shaggy's head is the exact same one that's in the Lighthouse and the Haunted Mansion set. But, I mean, it works here. I kind of wish it was the traditional, if I could grab it here. I kind of wish it was the traditional one with the scared expression, but it does looks good. Scooby looks great too. Both of their printing looks great, even like to this day. Shaggy does have the dual molded arms and back printing, which looks pretty good. Scooby has printing for the spots and on his teeth. This is the stand-up teeth, I guess, scared version of Scooby-Doo. There's a lot of different variants of it, but yeah, these minifigures are pretty good. And then for our next minifigures, we have Zeke the Zombie and Fred Jones. Now, Zeke the Zombie is from a episode of Scooby-Doo Where Are You?, where they go to the swamp. There's a zombie and there's a witch. I don't remember the whole episode. I just know that they were like, there's a sunken car at the bottom of the lake with money, but the torso is not the original torso. I unfortunately lost it, but I think this, the one that I have, here works well enough. And I'll throw an image up of what the original torso looked like. But the head on Zeke 2 is a little scuffed, but unlike most of the Scooby-Doo villains, you don't get the reversible head, you just get the indentation that it is a mask. Now Fred, on the other hand, lost his original head, so I am just using this generic one. People use it for Bernie McFly, but it works for me. It has, the scared and the smiling face. Torso and legs look great. I love the ascot printing. I'm pretty sure he has a little bit of back printing. Yeah, right there at the collar, and then his accessory, I did give him a flashlight, but there are other accessories in the mystery machine, which I'll show you when we get to that. So, for the 4 minifigures you get here, I think that they hold up to this day and still look pretty cool. And now let's get to the actual builds of the set. Before we get to the builds, there is one more thing I did for it to talk about, which is this little printed tile here. If it'll focus, come on. Basically, every Scooby-Doo set came with a little piece of a mystery. So here we have this newspaper, which a minifigure can hold here. And maybe it'll focus. Come on. Well, that's all I'm going to be getting for that. But it's very nice, and it does fit with the aesthetic of the set, and it'll help us solve the mystery, which we'll get to the builds now. And now taking a closer look at the builds of the set. The first one is the tree monster thing. In the little, newspaper we looked at, it does say tree comes to life. So this ties in with that. The details on it are good. I will say this now. This isn't originally how it looked in the set. This is my rebuilt, remodernized, or it's like more modern take on it, I want to say. So I added more stuff to it. And that's the same thing with the mystery machine. Either I lost the parts for it, or I just couldn't find them, so I kind of just did my own thing. But I'll show an image of what the tree used to look like. But I added all these root pieces on the top, up here, and then the ghost green studs and stuff. But for the most part, it is how it actually looked. So the sticker on here on this giant cylinder piece looks great. Flipping around to the back here, you have a control panel, which it's supposed to be a different control panel. I know I have that piece somewhere. I just can't find it. I believe this is from a Ninjago set or something. And then if you notice, you have a gem here. Now, bringing back to the newspaper, I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see it. I might just put a photo of it up, but there is a zombie with a gem. So, I mean, you could pretend that the gem is what brings the tree to life, but in terms of the articulation, I believe that the articulation on the original set was able to spin the claws around and stuff, but I just added the mixel joints and stuff because it was a lot easier. So, I mean, you can flip these around. They would go up and down. You have a hinge here, and you can sort of spin the claws, but it doesn't really matter to me. You can also move these up here like that, and then there is this little chair here that you can set Zeke the zombie up on like that. And now he's like, you know, mounted the tree to attack Scooby and Shaggy, or you can have him sit down too, and that works as well. So overall, a decent little side build for the set, and it adds more play, which is great. And now let's take a closer look at the main part of the set. And taking a closer look at the mystery machine itself, throwing up an original image here, you will notice that these hinge pieces aren't the correct blue. I only have one extra, so I'm gonna need to buy another one, and there's a bunch of stickers missing, which I'll point out. But overall, I mean, it looks good. Like, I do like having it on my shelves. It looks great. I would have wished, you know, that I could restore it to its original glory, but I mean, for what I have rebuilt here, I mean, it looks fine. So taking a closer look at the details for the stickers, you have the mystery machine here. You have this detail down here, which is kind of peeling off, but whatever. You have the doors with the flowers. Same thing on the other side. You have these printed wheel covers, which look great, and then you have any other big printed piece in the front. So I mean, overall, from like visuals, it looks great. These are also supposed to be gray, but I can't find the pieces in gray, but it looks great. This isn't all the set can do though. You come to the back here, you can pull this open like that, and you get a full interior, which we will get to now. And so, moving the camera to get a closer look at the inside, you can just pull the roof off, which is nice. You just have the roof. Looking at the interior, I mean, it looks good. I don't know why this newspaper is in here. This is actually from another set, so I don't know why that's in here. You do have these printed control panels here, like an indication that maybe that the zombies nearby, or maybe Fred scanning for Scooby and Shaggy. You have another one here, which is alert, danger, zombie, you know, all that. The back right there, you have a board with clues and stuff. You have the same thing on the other side. I might just have to move this sandwich to see. You have a different sticker back there with more photos of the zombie and other things, so that looks good. Sandwich can just be removed and be given to your characters. You also have a sink on the other side, a spot for the camera, and magnifying glass, which are supposed to be on the wall back here, but I'm using that for a different thing. You have a bottle of blue milk, which I added, and then right here there should be a little audio recorder thing. Don't have that element anymore, so that does kind of suck. You do have enough room in the back here to place Shaggy and Scooby here. See if they'll fit in here. Yeah, you have enough room to place both of those back here, which looks great. There are mods to fit the entire game back here, but or at least have more room. But I mean, you have a decent amount of playability and space on the inside. Moving up to the front here, you have this awesome windshield piece, which is a little scratched, but that's okay. These printed control panels on the back, which I added because there's supposed to be clips back there, and I didn't really want more stuff back there. Up front here, you have, you have these printed panels here. There's supposed to be another type of audio recorder thing that I don't have anymore, which is a shame. You have a red steering wheel and red carpet for the, or red, you know, seats, I guess. You can place Fred up front, so we'll just get him here and put him in the driver's seat, and then you can take another character like Shaggy here, pop the roof on top, and they're ready to drive. You can unfortunately fit more than 2 characters up front, which does suck, especially if you wanted to add the entire mystery game to the set. But overall, for what it is, I think LEGO did a great job with it. And so for my final thoughts on the Mystery Machine set that was released back in the year 2015, I think it's a great set. There's so much playability with it, with whether your characters are getting chased by the tree monster or the Mystery Machine's actually chasing the tree monster. You know, there's a lot of play elements. You have the idea that the crystal brought the tree to life. I mean, there's endless possibilities with that. You do also get that fun little tile here for your minifigs to use as a clue to, you know, solve the mystery. So there's that as well, which I think looks great. I would definitely say to try to pick this up if you can. You can't really, it's not really, you know, out there anymore. You can't really walk into the store and just straight up buy it off the shelf. So I mean, if you're someone like me who loves Scooby-Doo, try to track this set down. Let me know what you guys think about this set in the comments down below. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.